Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the Virgo November horoscope. There is still just a mountain, a pack of things happening in the heavens. Good news though, Mercury is going direct and that's on the 4th in your second house, so that should give you some relief as far as financial miscommunications go and technology and all of that sort of stuff that goes haywire when Mercury is retrograde. Mars is going direct on the 14th of November, and that's in your 8th house of shared resources. So that could be things like loans, inheritances, wills, 401k or superannuation. It's also to do with intimacy as well. So if you've been having arguments or feeling frustrated in those areas, so there should be some relief for you there. Then at the end of the month we have a full moon lunar eclipse, and for you that is in your 10th house of career and reputation, so big changes coming there. Now if you're new, I'll just very briefly explain. I do it a little bit differently, these horoscopes. Because I'm clairvoyant and clairsentient, I like to actually have a psychic vision before I turn the cards over, and I'll pick 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month, and it's amazing to see what relationship the cards often have to your horoscope. So then we'll talk about your horoscope and then stick around to the end, because I do a psychic channeling for everybody and anything can come out of my mouth. I don't know what I'm going to say at any given point. Okay, so if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board. Actually, we'll go to this board first, like that. So I can draw 2 tarot cards. Actually, that one under there is sticking out to me. So I'm going to close my eyes now and see what I see for you, Vivacious Virgos, for the month of November 2020. This is strange. There's a tree here, but I think it's either water or crystal. A crystal tree or a water tree. Oh, right. Okay. It's actually the planet Saturn, and I'm in the rings, and they're crystal formations in the rings of the planet Saturn of trees. So trees can mean yourself or your family tree, and this is about restrictions, limitations, delays concerning either you or your family. Okay, well that's a really unusual sort of vision I've never seen. Well, not in this physical life, I've never been in the rings of Saturn before. And lots of pale blue, silver, those sorts of colour, white, like ice cold. That's the feeling. The energy that comes up is sort of a bit the opposite, to be quite honest, because it's the King of Wands. And this is all about inspiration and motivation to get out of this situation. And so you could be feeling fired up in November to improve yourself, to rid yourself of these restrictions and these delays. And it could be that you've had issues with authority figures, so whether that be government departments, employers, or even the government, if you're in receipt of any money from the government, or maybe even your partner, your brother, your husband, your father type figure. But the energy is coming to you to be the master of your own life. So this is divine masculine energy that is very practical, very logical, and based on, very earthly, down-to-earth sorts of concepts. He's here in green because there's opportunities here, and he's also got a lot of red, which means take action. There is happiness and insight and awareness coming out of this. He wears like a crown of thorns, but it's got little tiny green buds, so growth coming, action going to be taken. So you're going to be feeling very motivated in November. That's really good news to get you out of those cold rings of Saturn. All right, and the second tarot card for the month, I'm going to go with that one. Closing my eyes now. Somebody's leaving your life. It's a male energy. This could be an actual person, or it could be in you. Something maybe from the past, like a fatherhood energy, someone who's let you down, and he's leaving. And that's a disappointment. However, it's actually for the best for you, because otherwise it's never going to get clear. It's always going to be same old, more of the same. And so I just see him leaving and closing the door behind him. And it is a benefit. Look for the silver lining here, because the silver lining is actually much, represents much more improvement in your life. I'm sorry if that's not what you want. I just got to say what I see. Here we have the sun. Okay, this is fantastic. Actually, I think it refers to this energy. I think the person or energy leaving your life refers to what I was saying about this, getting out of the restrictions of Saturn. Okay, so you're going to get your own King of Wands energy that's going to help you overcome the difficulties. The Sun is a beautiful card. It's full of happiness, abundance, comfort, insight, awareness. It's just fantastic. Okay, so you could be feeling much more secure and know where you're standing at the end of November when you get this energy out of your life. It could be an employer that has been a rather hard taskmaster, so you might be going on to another job. There's something about that in your horoscope I'll talk about as well. So those are your two cards, so take note of those. And now we will go to your horoscope. All right, so I'll just put that up there so you can see it more easily. Career changes coming. All right, so 11th of September to the 7th of November, Uranus opposition Sun. Okay, so this will be finished soon, but you may have been feeling like you had a lot of rebellious tendencies, a lot of resistance to authority. And this has been key in your life over the last couple of months. You want more freedom now. You want to be free from restrictions, and it's almost like you're desperate for independence. You may move, end relationships, jobs, or retire now. You could start a new business, relocate, or travel. Independence is key. Try not to take unfounded risks, but research and be practical. Relationships of all kinds can have difficulties when one party is feeling restricted by the other party. Compromise and think of the other person is the best way to get through this if you want to stay in that relationship. Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. It's, what we're talking about here is any relationship that you feel restricted. 21st of October to the 21st of November, Sun in your third house here. Third house, all about communications, your local area, distant family members, siblings, neighbours, and study. Okay, so this is a busy, active time with lots of communications and errands nearby. There's lots of chit-chat and socialising with friends and neighbours. And although it might seem on one hand that you're sort of wasting time, in another way it actually enhances those relationships, so it's important. 27th of October to the 10th of November, Mercury in your second house here. Okay, this is your value system, your money, your possessions. So lots of communications about your dollars and the things that you value. It's a good time to consult a professional such as a financial planner in this time. 27th of October to the 21st of November, Venus in your second house as well. Money. Okay, so you could be tempted to spend lavishly. Be careful with your money, how you spend it. Instead, focus on good investments such as art or jewellery, things that appreciate rather than frivolous purchases. Beautiful things are important to you now, just don't spend too much on them unless they're an investment. 26th of October to the 10th of November, Mars conjuncts Mars. You have a strong desire to make a fresh start. You could be full of physical energy, willpower and courage, and these are intensified. It's time to channel your abundant energy now. 30th of October to the 7th of November, Mercury conjuncts Mercury. Mentally alert and sharp, you communicate your ideas very well now. You're highly articulate, and you also have high intellectual curiosity. So you go researching and sorting things out, finding things out. 30th of October to the 7th of November, Mercury squares Saturn. There's a Saturn. Your thinking could be a little bit pessimistic and negative now. You see flaws in other people's plans and your own. There could be some frustrating conversations, so you could be inclined to keep your thoughts to yourself for the moment. 9th of October to the 19th of November, Saturn squares Mercury. Okay, this is very significant because it's time to make a very important decision. You need to change some areas of your life and your viewpoint about something major. So this could be like things like politics, religion, and your personal choices. Communications with other people can be difficult, but use this time to study, research before making important decisions. So it's like an important decision is going to be made. You just want to make sure you've got all the facts before you make it. 18th of October to the 22nd of November, Saturn trines your MC. Okay, so this is your MC up here. This is to do with your career. And it's the type of thing that, you know, it's not just everyday work. Because Spirit really wants you to be doing things as a job that make your heart sing, not that you're just doing them for the money, okay? It's something that you can be proud of. But this is a very fortunate energy because it means that there's solid and steady progress in your career. You could get a promotion or a new job at this time. The progress you make now depends on the preparation and work you've put in previously. Authority figures could help you out now, especially with your career. 9th of November to the 1st of December, Mercury in your third house. Here, okay, so communication, study, local area, and Mercury suggests that you've got a lot of intellectual curiosity and mental restlessness, so you want to go and investigate some new things. It's a great time to be communicating with other people, and you could flit from one activity to another. Okay, so lots of chatting and socialising. 5th of November to the 17th of November, Jupiter conjuncts Pluto, gives you a strong desire for personal recognition and success. You have a very strong urge to better your life and be more independent. Freedom is calling you now and you want to advance in your career. The thing to remember is that other people may try and stop you in some way, and there could be some power struggles. But even so, success is still likely. It's time to express yourself. You see, people don't want you to change, and you are changing. And that's part of life. You know, we have to all change as we grow older. Nothing stays the same. You know, it's just how it is. So they have to get used to it. 14th of November, new moon in your third house brings new beginnings around study, socialising, communications, okay? So that if you're thinking about studying, it's likely that that study could somehow form the basis of a new career for you. 20th of November to the 15th of December, Venus in your third house moves in here again, and this gives cooperation and makes for agreeable relationships with people nearby in your local area. It's an excellent time to make new friends close by, or make friends through study or retraining. 20th of November to 21st of December, Sun in your 4th house. This is when domestic affairs, just drop the cards, that wasn't too good, was it? Domestic affairs, home and family are all blessed now. You could build trust in your family, so you always have a secure foundation to return to despite whatever is happening in the outside world. 16th of November to the 1st of December, Mars conjuncts Mars, gives you a strong desire to make a fresh start in your life and start out on your own. Your physical energy, willpower and courage are all intensified. Channel your abundant energy into work and decisive action. 25th of November to the 6th of December, Jupiter conjuncts Saturn. It's time to make an important decision because a major life area needs change. This is a difficult decision perhaps because only you can decide what you let go of and what you keep. Your values are changing and your life must reflect these changes. Okay, so that could refer to any number of life areas. But there is so much in this horoscope coming up about your career. So it's likely, you might be looking at a new job. 30th of September to the 12th of December, Mercury then moves into your 4th house here of home and family. So old memories could come flooding back from your childhood or the past. Maybe you're very nostalgic and communicating more with family these days and old friends. You might even hear about a school reunion or someone you haven't heard from for a long time. And you might find it easier to talk about private and personal, very intimate matters now. 27th of November to the 7th of December, Jupiter squares Mercury. You could be planning for big things in your future and you're full of optimism and enthusiasm, which is great. Make sure you evaluate the situation realistically and logically whilst keeping both feet on the ground. Now, here's the trick. The thing is, you want to spread your wings and fly and keep your feet on the ground at the same time. So maybe you can have a foot in the cosmos and a foot on the planet. Okay, not easy to hold those opposites together, but that's probably the best scenario, Travel and learning as your mind soars to greater heights. 28th of November to the 8th of December, Jupiter trines your MC. Okay, and Jupiter's down here, like that. And this brings fortunate circumstances that assist your career. Steady growth and progress are likely, and your life is likely to improve. Take positive action now. The thing about this influence is it's so pleasant sort of feeling. You might be feeling a bit lazy with it and not really, you're enjoying it but not really take action. So don't let it just go past. Take action. It's really important. 30th of November, you have a full moon in your 10th house, and actually it's a lunar eclipse. So again, it's about your career and reputation. And this is area of your life is heralding in major career changes that transform your life. A new job or promotion is likely. Okay, so that's good news for you, Vivacious Virgos. Now I'm going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you. Okay, for November 2020 for Vivacious Virgos, what do I see? I see a big clock in front of me. So it's about timing. Choose your time. It almost feels like it's not if these things are going to happen, it's when. It's like if you miss the first window of opportunity, if you let things slide and don't do too much, you'll have to wait again for me. And there's a big snake coiling around. It's a great big huge carpet python, which we've got stacks of those in Australia. Hang on, I should rephrase that. Since the bushfires last year, I'm not sure it's true anymore. But anyway, we have them here where I live. And this big serpent is coiling around the toilet. The toilet means getting rid of your crap. So this could be on a physical level. Maybe you're moving and you need to get rid of a whole lot of stuff. Or it could be spiritually or psychologically that you're letting go of stuff. okay, and the serpent indicates that that's happening because you're growing. You know how a snake sheds its skin because it's growing, and you're growing also. But this is a massive snake, huge change coming up in your life, huge transformation. Okay, what else can I tell you, Vivacious Virgos, for November? Those of you on the cusp of Libra, which, you know, the end 5 or 6 days of your sign up to the 24th of September, which then goes to Libra, let out the artistic side. There's an artist here in front of me with a palette of paints and painting. So Spirit's asking you to let your artistic side come out. Also music and creativity generally needs to be released. It's like you've got these hidden talents and abilities that you've been sitting on and not doing anything with, because maybe you've been so much in your head being logical and analytical all the time, especially in your work. Spirit wants you to sort of free things up a bit and really get sort of more to the other side of your brain and focus more on craft, art, spirituality, and music and that sort of thing. Okay, anything else? The toilet's right here. The lid's flying up. It's like Spirit's really ready for you to let go of some stuff. And I feel like November's going to be the time to do it. Okay. All right, they're showing me money. It's flying around in the breeze. So do know that in November there could be some unforeseen expenses, because the money, it's like it's in your hand, it's just flying out of your hand. So it would be good to put a few extra pennies away if you can do that. Because if you're going to relocate, for example, you'll need money to do that. Okay, there's also a big dragon here in front of me, big dragon energy, which is about, you know, the motivation, the spiritual fire that lights a bonfire under you so that you get cracking on some things that you need to do. And you'll know what they are. You've just been sitting on them, and, you know, you haven't really followed your heart in some respect. Okay, so that's it. I hope you found it helpful. Please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Even if you're a subscriber already, sometimes, you know, we forget to hit the bell and then we don't get all the notifications. Okay, thanks again for watching me, and have a wonderful month, Vivacious Virgos. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.